Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my CSS3 tutorial. Today is day 3 of CSS3 tutorial and I have uploaded two more videos on CSS3. Day 1 CSS3 and day 2 CSS3 videos. In day 1 CSS3 we have discussed different type of selector that is available in CSS. In day 2 CSS3 videos we have discussed box model, padding, margin, width, height, and some of the uses of max width also. Even we have discussed the overflow concept also. So today we'll discuss some important CSS property on text and font. And believe me guys, this is really important. It's going to be an important session on CSS3 and you guys really enjoy this. So let me start our today's videos. So let me start. So here today we will work on some of the CSS property that is being applicable on the text. Let me resize my window so that we can see our output as well as coding simultaneously. Okay, so just a minute. It is okay. Now everything get fit into Explore. So today we'll start on. So if you see, this is my day3 HTML page and I've created day3.css page. I link to the HTML page with the CSS page by using link tab, by using the link tag. So here I am using the Visual Studio Code for coding. This is one of the we can say the important IDs or most suitable ID for coding UI stuff. Here you can launch your browser by right click and go to open with live server. On click of that it will open your HTML page in your default browser. So this is one of the, I think, the best ID as per my opinion to do all stuff of UI coding. So let's start our today's session. So in our page I have one h1 tag in which I am displaying a content welcome to mobile zone. That is like if you see my browser, it is already been displayed. We'll add some CSS to this text. I want to display this text in some different color. By default it is displayed in black color. So we have retained this text within the h1 tag. So we'll go to the h1 tag. Okay, so here I want to display my text in blue color. For that we have a property called color and we can give any suitable color. This can be a color name or hexa values or RGB value, whatever it is. So we'll save it. See, our text is now displayed in blue color. So if you want to change the color of the text, you have to use this color property. That's it. Now I want to add some background color to this header. So for adding the background color, we have background color property. Let me uncomment. Okay. Let me uncomment this one. Just a minute, guys. So we uncommented some wrong code. So let me comment that. So let me go to here. We are displaying color in blue. So here. So I want to give background color to my h1 element. So for that we have a property called background color and in which we can specify any color of your choice. I specify light gray. Let me save it how it looks. See, the light gray is getting added. The background is now light gray and it is covering the entire space because h1 element is a block level element. It is covering the entire screen width. This is how we can give background color and we can give color to our element. Color is for text color, background color is for giving some color to the background. Now we'll see something about the text align property. So now I'll see by default this text welcome to mobile zone is being displayed in the left hand side, starting from the left to right. So I want to place this text at the center. How we can do? By using the text align property. If we're not giving anything, by default it is left hand side. See, now everything is displayed at the center. Likewise, you can use text align right. Then it will be displayed in the right hand side of your browser. Right to the right hand side. So let me resize your screen a little bit so that you will see the entire screen. Okay, let me decrease its width. Hold on please. Okay, so let me decrease it further. Now you are seeing the complete page. Okay, so this is what, like if we are giving text align right, then everything gets shifted to the right. By this way we can place the text, means place the content of any element. So h1 is a block level element, it is covering the entire width of the browser, and in h1 we have given the content as welcome to mobile zone. We can place this content either at the center of h1 or at the left hand side of h1 or at the right hand side of the h1 by using the text align property. Up to this it is clear, I believe. Okay, let me put this text at the center. It looks good for our website. Okay, everything at center. Now we'll learn something about the text decoration properties. So text decoration, there are different values available for text decoration. So let me use at the same place. First of all, we'll see about text decoration overline. Let me save it. Overline means if you are seeing there is one line is getting added over the text area, over the content. So this is the use of text decoration overline. So we have text decoration underline also. We'll get a line below the text. This is same as we by default will get an anchor tag. Then we have line through property also. We'll see how it looks. This is how line through property looks. Okay, this is how we can give text decoration. So let me revert back to my previous code. Okay, and we will learn about the text transform property. So we learn text align, then text decoration. Let's see about the text transform property. Okay, so we leave at the same place. So let me tell you, by default the content will be displayed in the same case as you have written. W I have written in uppercase, that's why W is being displayed in uppercase, and in 2T is uppercase, O is lower. But in which case you have written in your code, in that case it will be displayed by default. If you want to change the case to lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase, all those can be done by text transform. If I will save now, everything gets changed to uppercase. See, everything is in uppercase. This is how we can play with the text transform property. Right. So likewise, we can give lowercase also. Everything will be get into the lowercase. Right, guys. And if we will make text transform property as capitalized, each word, first letter of each word will be capitalized. In welcome, W is capitalized, in 2T is capitalized, mobile M, so Z is capitalized. So these are the different value of text transform property. So let me revert back to my previous code. Okay. So now we learn something about the text shadow property. So today we are learning some of the CSS on the content on the text. Let's suppose if I want to add some shadow to my text, to my content. So let me So we can add the shadow by using text shadow property. Then we can give any pixel value, then another pixel value. This is for horizontal shadow, this is for the vertical shadow. We'll see. See, we are getting some shadow effect in our text. If you want to display the shadow effect in some different color, we'll specify the color. For time being, I am placing the red color for shadow. See, now the shadow is being displayed red color. The color of the text is blue, but shadow color is red. Now if you want to give some blur effect to this shadow, then we can specify one more value. Let it be 2 pixels. See, we are getting some blur effect to this shadow. Now our text is with the text shadow, it is now looking red. We'll keep this. By this way we can add text shadow. So we have learned text align, text decoration, text transform and text shadow. Up to this everything is crystal clear, I believe. So these are some of the properties that we can apply on the text. So let me comment this line and let me uncomment this. Okay, let it be uncommented. Hit that. And let me uncomment this before that. See. So I have used a div element. In div element I have written some of the content. And I have given some CSS to the div element. Here is our div element. Scroll down. So I have given border as 5 pixels. I covered the border in my Day-3 tutorial. I am not going to cover here. And we have given some padding. Then we can hide all this I covered in my Day-2 tutorial. So here the point to note is, like, if we are seeing in the content, the lines are not in the ending and starting position of the lines are not fixed. Hence this W is placed somewhat having more space from the left hand side, image is having less space from the left hand side, even 2 is ending before use word is in second line, use is taking some larger space. So now, like, I want to display this content just like in newspaper columns or magazine columns. In newspaper or magazine you have seen the left margin or right margin, which always remains same, and each line will start and end at the same point. For that we can use text align justify. This is one of the value of text align also. Is keep it in mind. So we have 4 values. One is text align left, which is default value, then text align right, then text align center, then text align justify. If you want our left and right margin to be same and each line to start and end with the same place, then we have to use text align justify. Let's save it. You will see the change in the div. See, now each line is starting at the same point, even ending at the same point. Even if you see the left and right margin are equally distributed. So this is the use of the text align. So I think up to this it is clear. We'll keep this. And text indent. If you want to give some indentation to our first line, see, this first line is starting from here. After text certain indent, just keep an eye on the first line. See, we have given some 10 pixel space to the first line, so it is getting indented. So don't need here. Okay. So this is one of the property text indent also. Now letter spacing. So let me uncomment this one. So if you see just keep an eye on each word. Let's suppose I will take the smaller word uses. In uses, if you are seeing all the letters are like connected to each other, we are not seeing that much space between the letter. And to make the readability of user more easier, we can give some space between the letter by using the letter spacing. So after letter spacing, just keep an eye on uses word in the first line. See, you are getting some more spaces between the letters. So as you give more value in pixel, you will get more spaces between the letters. This increases the readability for the users. So in this way we can give letter spacing also. So now we'll give some space between the lines. So if you see, the lines are, we are not seeing the that much of space between first and second line. We need to add some more line spacing. That we have to use line height, and I have given 1.8. So you can give as per your convenient. Let me save it. Just see the spacing between the line. See, the space between the line get increased. This is how we can give line height. So see, as the space increase, the content get overflowed out of the container, and we'll keep as it is. We need this overflow so that I will make you understand the second concept, although that I have covered in my last video. So we'll go through that also. This overflow concept, I'm talking about overflow concept. Okay, so this way we can give the space between the line. Now comes to the word spacing. If you want to give some spacing between the words, what means, just look at the uses and to word in the first line, uses and to. You are not getting that much space between the two. If you want to increase more, if you need some more spacing, you can give word spacing and any values. I have given 10 switches. Just keep an eye on the first line two words, uses and to. See, I am getting some more space between the words. Let's give it some more values. See, the two word gets shifted to the second line because of this mode. Even if you see, the space between two and image is more. In this way we can give spacing between the word. For spacing between the letter spacing. For spacing between the word, it is word spacing. For spacing between the line, we have to give line height. That's it. Now I have covered the overflow concept in my last class, so here also we covered the same. See, my content after giving the line height, the spacing between the line, some of the content get overflowed out of my container. So if you want to, if you don't want this kind of, actually this is not acceptable if some content is getting overflowed out of the container. To avoid this, means to take care to fix this, what we can do, we can give overflow as auto, so that the overflow content get clipped and we'll get a vertical scroll bar. Here we are getting a vertical scroll bar, and we can see the last content by scrolling it to the bottom. So this is what it is desirable. This way we can use make use of overflow auto property. Now let's come to the some of the CSS. Like we have covered all the CSS related to the text. Now we will cover some CSS related to the font, related to the CSS font. Okay, first of all we will cover the font family. Let me uncomment this code. Okay, so usually this is how we can specify the family for the font, like whether we want to display our family in Times New Roman or something else. Like in this way our text means styling get changed, it will display in that format. So usually the syntax for writing the family is, first of all you have to write the specific family. This is the Time Roman is a specific family, Times is also a specific family. Then you have to write a generic family. So Times New Roman and Times comes under the serif. So serif is a generic family. Why it is being required? Because if browser won't able to find this Time New Romans to be applied to your content, then it will go to the Times. If it is also not able to applied, then it will go to the generic, and in generic it will get, means generic is always being installed in the browsers and it will like always work. So likewise we can have to specify a fallback, fallback kind of syntax in font family. So fallback means if first family is not found, then second, if second not found, then third, then fourth. Likewise we can write as many family as possible, and at the end we should write a generic family, because if nothing is found, then generic will be applied. So this is how our text is being displayed in Times New Roman. If you want to give some different font, you will get this font family from the Google. Type it, you can search for that. Okay, so now I want to apply font family Arial. Let me save. See now just keep a look at the structure, the and the way the styles this text is being displayed. Now Arial is being applied. Now I want to apply some different font. See here, if you have confusion, we are writing the same property and giving different value. It means whichever is the last, that will be displayed. Okay, this means if I am writing this font family, then Lucida console will be applied to the text. Arial and Times New Roman have no impact on our UI on the text, because it will pick the last one. So now Lucida console will be applied. See, now the text looks like this. And I will apply, and these are some of the group of font family that is being repeatedly used in the website. Now I want to apply the font family impact. See, this is the font family. This is how the text looks when font family impact will be applied. Okay, so usually means if I talk about my website for which I have developed, in that we are usually use Google font. So there are lots of font available in the Google. So what you have to do, search for the Google font. Sorry, I need to search for the Google font. So you go to the font.google.com website. Okay, yeah, you will find the Google font. And if you see, there are 900 plus Google font are available. 992 here, somewhere here it is written. That means 992 ways of displaying your text. So we can choose the font family from here. So usually in my application I choose Roboto. Roboto font family is also having 12 styles. So click on that, you will see. See, this is the 12 styles of Roboto, how it is being displayed. And I usually prefer regular 400 for my website. If you see above, it will be light in color. Below regular 400, it will be bolder, means the font weight is bold. So you usually prefer regular 400. I'll select the style, click on that, and go to the embed. You will get whatever you have selected, you will get the code for that. And this link you have to copy and you have to paste in your HTML file. And in the CSS you have to use this font family. Likewise I have done. So actually I need a greeting kind of look and feel. So for that, a fancy look and feel. So for that I have used font family as Sophia. Sophia is a Google font that I have included in my HTML. Let me scroll to the top. In the HTML, if you see, this is the Google font. I am using family equal to Sophia. So this is what I got from the Google font website. You see in Google font, the link starting from font.google.peace.com. So same thing. It is font.googleleaks.com. So same thing. So I am using Sophia family. There we have choose family equal to Roboto. Okay. So as for your need, desire of your website, you can choose your font. And it's best to use Google font because there are 992 kind of font available in Google font website. We'll see after using font family as Sophia how our website is. Just keep an eye. Okay, just keep an eye on the deep tag. I'm getting some fancy kind of styling to my text. But because I have used the font family as Sophia, which is a Google font. In this way, we learn how to apply the font family and how to use the logo. Then another property is font style. So font style is usually we use when we want to give some italic style to our font. Italic means it will be like display something tilted. Italic is just an eye on the content. So it is being displayed something somewhat tilted in italics. So usually we use this for italic font. There are two values, one italic, one normal. Normal is by default. This is of less important font style. Then font size, which is of very much important. If you want to increase or decrease the size of your font, we can give it by font size. By default, if you are not giving any font size, so this is being displayed in font size of 16 pixel. The size of the text is 16 pixel. What do you usually prefer in my website? We usually prefer font size as 14 pixel to get better look and feel. So we'll see if I will save. Just keep an eye on this content in the div. You will see the size of the font get decreased. See, the size of the font get decreased. In this way, we can control the size of your font. Then, if you want to make your font size, your font size, see, we can give font size in pixel in EM also. 1 EM equal to 16 pixel, 2 EM equal to 16 into 32 pixel. If I am giving 2 pixel, just look into the div content, size get increased. So better give 1 EM, which is 16 pixel. So this is the size. You can give in EM also, EM unit also. The different unit of giving means there are percentage pixel EM. We cover the CSS unit in all other classes. And if you want to get some responsive kind of font size, responsive means I will let you know. Like now the requirement is if you change the browser window, our font size should increase or decrease as per the browser size. So how can we do that? By using font size equal to 1 VW. VW means this is viewport width. Okay, this is called the viewport width. It is not needed. Okay. VW means it is a viewport width. 1 VW means 1% of viewport. So the browser that you are seeing currently, this is complete browser width is called viewport width, and 1 VW means 1% of this one. So if I will consider this as 100%, then 100 cm. If I will consider the width as 100 cm, 1 VW means it is means 1% of 100 cm. 1% of 100 cm means how much? It's 1 by 100 and 100 1 cm. Okay. So if you give 2 VW means 2% of our 100 cm. Okay. So 2% of 100 cm means around 2 cm. This way we can specify our font size in VW. Now if we'll see how it makes our font as responsive. If I will decrease the width of our browser, then our font size is also decreased. Okay, it is now decreasing. I might have not saved it. Okay, let me save it. See, if I will decrease my browser width, our font is getting decreased. I guess everyone is able to notice it. So if I increase, then font size will increase. So font size is getting adjusted as for our browser width. If it goes out of the container, see now it is within the container, that's why we won't get any vertical scroll bar. If it goes out of the container, we'll get a scroll bar, vertical scroll bar. So this is a nice looking container with CSS. Okay, we have made it like the font size get responsive as for your browser size. I think after this everything is clear. Okay, we don't need this one now. So Let me save it. So we have covered almost everything. So let's come to some background, means CSS on background. CSS on background means now I want that we have learned like how to give background color to this H1 element. So I have given background color as gray color, any color of your choice. Now I want to add some background image. How we can do that? Or let's suppose if I want to add some background color to my website, to the entire page, how we can give that? For the entire page we have to give background color to the body tag. Okay, let me uncomment this. See, we have given this light blue color to our entire page. We are giving it to background color to our background color property to the body tag. Where here it is in different gray color because we have given background color to the H2 element. So for the entire page we have to give background color to body. Okay. Now I want to add some background image. Now we will learn something about the background images properties. Okay. So now I have done something wrong. Let me go to the top where it is. Yeah. Now I want to add some background images. So this is the image that I have downloaded from the Google. I kept that in my folder, image folder. If you see, I am referring to the product blue.jpg image, the product blue.jpg image, which is under the image folder. Now if I will save how it looks, see, our entire website get covered with the image. And if you see, this image is repeated. By default, the background images get repeated both horizontally and vertical. But this is not what we want. We want it should not repeat it. So to avoid this, to make this by default is horizontal and vertically repeated. Now the requirement is like if you want it to be only horizontally repeated, not vertical. How we can do that? Background repeat as, we'll give background repeat as repeat hyphen hex. So it will be like repeated only horizontal. If you want the image to be repeated only vertically, no horizontally, we'll give background image as repeat hyphen y. Sorry, background repeat as repeat hyphen y. Now image will be repeated vertically. So these are the background repeat property. And if you want our images to not repeat at all, we can give background repeat as no repeat. See, now our image is not neither repeating horizontal nor vertically. So it is taking at the top left corner. So if you see, as image is taking at the top left corner, it is getting overlapping with the content area and it's difficult to read the content because of the image. So we need to place this image. If we place this image to the right hand side, then we can able to read our content. So we'll something learn about background position. To place the image, we have to give background position. I have given right top, means it is be placed to the right hand side and to the top. Okay. The background position, so it is a right top. It will be placed at the right hand side and it will be placed at the top. Okay. If we'll give right bottom, what it will happen? We'll see. See, it is placed at the right hand side, but at the bottom. Okay. Similarly, if we'll give it left bottom, the image will be placed at the left bottom. By default, it will be placed at the left top. Okay. So in this way, we can place our images, our background images on the basis of background position. So let it be at the right top. Okay. Now our image is, we are able to see our image, even we are able to read our content. Now if I will place my image at the center, right top is not needed. How it looks, it will place our image, background image at the center. Okay, so we have given two center value. If you see, first center for horizontal centering, second is for the vertical centering. That's why it is both horizontally and both vertically centered. This way we can play with the background image position. I think up to this it is crystal clear. So we'll something learn about the background attachment also. This is one of the important property, background attachment. So for learning this background attachment, we need to comment some of the code. So we'll scroll below. So I have added some anonymous code to make the content uppercase a little bit bigger. Let me uncomment it. So we are getting lot many content. Even we are getting this scroll bar. If you see, if I will scroll, okay, maybe let me check it. So if you see, if I am scrolling, my image is also gets scrolled. Okay. So this is what I don't need. I don't need my image to get scrolled. So for that, for fixing the image at a particular position, what else we can give? We can give background attachment as fixed. By default, background attachment is stored. If we are giving background attachment as fixed, it is get fixed at the position, whichever position we have specified. We have specified center position. If you scroll down, it is not scrolling up. This image is at the same place. Only content is getting scrolled up. So in this way, we can fix our image at one place. And let's suppose now I want my background image to cover my entire page. Then we have to use background size as covered. Okay, we'll see. Let me say. See, this is what we required. Our image cover our entire page, and even the image is fixed. Only content is protected. This is this is the way we can add some background image to our website. So actually, this is what we have to cover. So for the background image, we have to use background image property, which specifies the path of the image. So let me go there. In URL, you have to specify the path of the image. Then we have by default, whatever image you will place, that will be repeated horizontal and vertically. If you want horizontal repetition, we use background repeater repeat X. Vertical repeat Y. If you want no repeat, then we have to give no repeat values to the background repeat property. And by default, the image will be placed at the left top. If you want to place something at the right top, we will give right top. Right bottom, it will be placed at the bottom. If we want to place that at the center, we have to give center. This is for horizontal centering, this is for vertical centering. Then if we want our image to be fixed at the place wherever we have positioned, then we have to give background attachment as fixed. So it will be fixed, it won't be scrollable. If we want our image to cover the entire website, then we have to give background size as cover. So in this way we can play with our image. And we want this image for the entire page, so that's why we have used within the body tag. So let me tell you, whenever you will start your developing your website, you should use this universal selector, in which you have to specify box sizing equal to border box. This is what I have covered in my day 2 class CSS3. So it is preventing our width and height to increase to that value we have given. If you want our width and height of an element to be of same width and height whatever we have given in the code, we have used box sizing at border box. Then the width and height won't land upon with some anonymous width and height. If we will give box sizing at border box, we will get the width and height of the element as the same width and height as we have specified in our code. So for that you have to have a look into my CSS3 tutorial, what is the importance of box sizing. So usually the syntax would be, this is a good practice to start this way. Give universal select to give box sizing border box, so that you have to to all the elements. Then we have to, in the body tag, always define margin as 0, because we don't need, by default body has some margin, usually don't need this margin. Then whatever the font you want to specify, you have to specify in the body tag instead of specifying the font family in some other tag. So in our example, we have placed the font family within the div tag. So in this way, if we will place the font family in some tag, then we have to repeat this font family code everywhere for every tag. So instead of doing that, we can place that font family in the body tag. And then we can specify font size also, so that our content should be of entire content should be of 14 pixels. Wherever we require to include decrease the font size, we can override that. And what else? And if you want a background image or background color, then we can specify in body tag. This is something like we have to write in the body tag. This is the correct way of writing CSS3. So I think we have covered all the concepts that we have to cover today. Like we cover all the CSS that is needed for the text and some of the CSS on font, and how to add background images in our website. And we also learn about how to give some shadow effect to the text. So almost everything related to font and text we have covered till now. So this is what we need to wind up for today's session. And I thank you guys for watching my videos, and thank you for everyone for subscribing my channel. And those who have not subscribed yet, please subscribe my channel. Please subscribe my video so that you will be notified when I will upload a new video. And please comment and give your valuable feedback so that I will improve my video as per your feedback. And in the description section of this video, you will find the link to my channel. Just click on that link and you will be navigated to my channel, where you will find some more videos in CSS3 along with HTML5 videos along with some Angular videos. Please go through all the videos. Please subscribe to my channel. And so we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you guys once again for watching. Do whatever you want to do, but please, whatever I taught you today, please go through that concept and please apply this in your website. This is going to be really helpful to you guys. Thank you guys. Bye.